Hello everyone, my name's Lisa Hannibal and I work for Actions Together. I'm the Volunteering Support Officer for Tameside. Today we are joined by Steve, Andy and Andy from Ashton United in the community, and they've come to talk to us about the club, the charity, and all the ways that you might be able to get involved and support them as a volunteer. So could you introduce yourselves and then tell us a little bit more about Ashton United in the community?
Yeah, I'm Steve Hobson. I'm the Vice Chairman of Ashton United Football Club and the Project Manager for Ashton United in the community.
Hello, my name is Andy Finnegan. I'm the Community Development Officer at Ashton United in the community, as well as the Secretary and the Groundsman.
Hi there, I'm Andy Clayton. I've just recently joined Ashton United as the General Manager of the football club, and I'm also a trustee of Ashton United in the community.
Lovely, nice to meet you all. So yeah, could you tell us more about Ashton United in the community and what you do?
Yeah, I'll start that if you wish. Ashton United in the community with a bridge really between the football club and the community in and around Ashton and Ashtonhurst. We help provide volunteering opportunities for people both at Hurst Cross, our stadium. That's all a huge array of volunteering opportunities, from groundwork to journalism to operating cameras to doing the PA system to commentating on matches, hospitality. There's all sorts of things to be done. And outside of Hurst Cross, we've helped support the food pantry. We deal with holiday hunger schemes in the school holidays. We work with older people's groups doing pop-up events. We have plans for the future to be doing a gardening project where we're working out in the community doing pop-up gardening events. We're going to do some sports events. There's quite a lot of different volunteering opportunities open to us, and there'll be more coming on stream as we get the funding and we get back to playing football properly.
Yeah, so yeah, you've got lots of opportunities there for people to volunteer. People with all sorts of different experience, skills, knowledge. Have you got set days where people can volunteer? Is there opportunities to help out on an evening and on a weekend as well, maybe?
Yeah, I'll answer that question really. I mean, it's a case of sort of managing that time, that day, and then the volunteers availability. Then we generally work from sort of Monday morning to Saturday afternoon, which is obviously 6 days out of the 7, and it's how many hours the volunteer wants to put in. I kind of like coordinate those volunteers in these strategic days, times, and then we sort of work from there really.
Excellent. So someone expresses an interest in volunteering with you, then what can they expect from you? You give them a call, you invite them down to have a look round. What's your process?
Yeah, we sort of go through like a bit of an induction form. It's obviously confidential, where they're giving us the name, the contact details, and then any issues that the volunteer has, sort of if they need any help or assistance, and then we just sort of take them around the place, just give them a feel of what we are, where we are, what jobs they're likely to encounter, and then obviously we sort of move on to that where we can offer them volunteer roles outside the club, i.e. at the pantry, or potentially at pop-up events and things like this. So we try and suit the person for the actual role.
Excellent. You've just mentioned the pantry. Can you tell us more about that, and what it is, where it is?
Yeah, the pantry first started. It was really born out of a necessity for the actual area that we live in, because we found that there was quite a lot of families, because we've been supporting the families with children's activity packs, And then in July, we decided to do like a pop-up event where they came into us and we gave a bag of shopping, to customers. And we thought it progressed so well that again we sort of Steve obviously got SIO status for the charity, and it's just quickly evolved since August. And we're offering a bag of shopping for a donation, and then now we're a members club, and it's £3 a week. And that bag of shopping was between £12 and £15. So it was very, it was great sort of for the money, that value for money what they were getting, and it's just progressed from there. We're in Cedar Park at the moment because we've moved from Ashton United Football Club. We're in the youth building, and it's a great facility. I just hope it doesn't grow and grow, because we'll probably need another facility then after that. But it's developing really, really well. We've got some great volunteers in there.
Yeah.
But obviously we're looking for more.
So what type of volunteer roles do you have, Pantry?
We've got like a customer liaison. So if anyone's worked, say, in the supermarket industry, in the retail industry, customer faced roles, we've got customer liaison volunteers, where literally when the customers come to us, they sort of queue up because there's socially distanced, and we take one in, then we start the process, then we take another. So maximum 2 customers in the building, but outside, customer liaison really just to speak to the customers, how they get it, how they feel.
I think it's important to say, Lisa, that within the football club, we work with the volunteer to place them in the best possible place for them as a volunteer. So it's important to find out what that volunteer wants. Why are they volunteering? What do they want from volunteering? Where do they want the volunteer to take them? And then what we'll try and do is sit down with them and put them in the place that suits them best. We like our volunteers to operate outside their comfort zone if they want to, learn new skills, get some qualifications, and then move them on if they want to into employment in some cases, or onto more senior roles.
The club is definitely, it's from feedback that we've had from other volunteers that have supported you, that it's a great place to get skills, to build your knowledge, to become more employable, because a lot of you volunteers have, built the confidence, added to the CVs, haven't they, and then gone on to gaining employment on from everything that they've learnt with you.
It's not just football. I mean, some of the skills that people are picking up, they're picking up journalism skills. We have people writing articles remotely. They don't even come near the football club, but they stay at home and they write articles about the things that we're doing. We've got people in the club that are photographers, so they go along to our events and start taking pictures, and then they put them together nicely, send them to us, and we can use them on our website. We're looking for people who could maybe do media stuff, so help develop a website, help promote us as a football club and the charity. It's important to differentiate between the two. There's 2 entities here. There's the football club and there's the charity, and the 2 of them work closely together, but they are independent of each other.
Yeah, exactly. So, Andy Clayton, you're new to the organisation, aren't you? And what's your role?
I've come in as general manager. Basically, I'm hoping to be sort of the linchpin, if you like, between the different areas of the club. One of the first things that I'm looking at is, obviously, we want to get more people on the ground on match day, so we're looking at marketing season tickets, that kind of thing, getting more out there in the media. We also want to get more inclusive with we've got the main football team, the first team. We've also got, I think it's 4 junior teams, isn't it, Steve?
I think it's 7 now in total. I think they're growing all the while.
Wow.
So we want to make them feel more part of the club. Same, have a ladies team as well. Get them feeling more part of the club and getting all the club working together. So, like I say, I'm very new to it. And Steve says I'm 10 days in. I started coming down here in September last year when Football League we weren't able to go and support Football League. So I came down here. My son is actually the current PA announcer at the ground and does radio commentary on away games. So I just came down to support him, and Steve has a very big fishing rod. Once you're in and you're hooked, it escalates very quickly. But I will say that everything I've done so far and been involved in, I've had full support of Steve and Andy, and it's a whole new thing to me. I recently retired from 33 years in the telecommunications industry, so a football club is very new to me. Although I hope that I've got like the project management skills, that kind of thing, to get things done. So I'm learning very quickly, and it's very enjoyable. And like I said, the reason that I did take it, come and do this, is that from September I was made to feel so welcome at the club, and it just seemed like something to do.
It's a good fit, yeah.
Now I've got some time on my hands, so to speak.
Yeah, and then your
Tony
son.
Moore, you won't have time in your hands for much longer, I'll tell you.
I've gathered that.
And it's good that your son's part of the team as well.
My son is actually he went to university in Preston, UCLan University in Preston, and was doing sports journalism, and he was also at Tameside. Tameside College, I'm not sure which one it is. Ashton Sixth Form College he was at, and it was through a contact there that he was there studying with at the time, was already volunteering at Ashton, and that's how he managed to come along and do that. So once he'd already got the experience at Ashton, doing the bit of commentary and social media reports on the matches, stood him in good stead when he was at university.
Yeah, I bet it did. Yeah.
While he was
He's done the odd one for Oldham Athletic, I believe, hasn't he?
He has done the odd one for Oldham Athletic. He's also done podcasts for Preston North End when he was up there.
Yeah. And starting with us.
Yeah, I mean, volunteering looks great on university applications. I know that it's a requirement now for a lot of courses at university that you've done some volunteering. So to be able to do something so closely related to your course, that's great. For your son. I mean, you don't have to be on a university course or anything like that. If you've got an interest, you like football, or you're great with social media, or you like being outdoors and getting your hands dirty. Like you said, there's lots of opportunities to volunteer, isn't there?
To be honest, Lisa, again, you mentioned they're liking football. Ideally, on a match days, we're looking for people who don't like football, because it's often you find that like gay men or people who are not pitch side facing, if they like football, they want to be watching the football. We want people who are not interested in it to do those kind of jobs.
I've not thought of it that way, but you're right, aren't they? Because I've always said, you go and be a match day steward and you get to watch football. But that's not what it's about.
No, we want gate people, and we want catering people. We want people to look after visiting directors in our hospitality suite. Those kind of things. People who have got a bit of, a bit of gumption about them, and got a bit of, like to talk to people. And then they're great, because they make fans who come to our ground feel welcome when they arrive here, and that's really important to us. They don't necessarily have to like football.
Right. Well, that's good to know as well. And I think you've got that many opportunities that you could say are related to your club, but you don't necessarily have to be a footballer. What's the age limit? What's your minimum age for volunteers? We do get lots of interest from young people.
I would say realistically 12.
Oh, right, okay.
Only because we need ball boys and ball girls, and we're looking for them on match days. Regarding the older ages, really, they need to be older than 16, I would say. what do you think, Andy?
Yeah, I'd agree there, because in the past we have had some younger ball boys and ball girls, in the single figures, but they still need parental sort of.
Yeah, that was my next question. You'd expect
ideally, from 12, to be a steward, I would say 18.
Okay.
To obviously work in the social club as well, I'd say 18 to 21.
Okay.
So, and then there's no upper limit then. It's all about the technicalities of it then.
Mhm.
And it's what you can responsibly within yourself, you know, because
Mm.
we all know our own bodies, what you can do and what you
Yeah.
can't do.
So anybody under 16, over 12, under 16 would really ideally need, well, they need to be accompanied by a parent or a
For safeguarding, under 16 would need to
Safeguarding
be
under 16,
accompanied by a parent.
Yeah.
Although, if we've got a ball boy team, a ball boy, ball girl team, it may well be that we'd have a person in charge of those that's DBS checked for safeguarding reasons. So it wouldn't necessarily have to have a parent with them, as long as we had a responsible adult properly DBS checked to look after them. So, but again, listen, if you're in doubt, ask. And
Yeah.
if you want to do something, well, we don't like to turn anybody away if we can help it, but you know, sometimes it isn't appropriate for that person or for the football club, and we'll work out if there is a fit or not.
Okay, that's fair enough. Is there anything that you want to say to anybody listening that might be interested in volunteering? Anything that you'd like them to?
I think Andy's very keen to get a group of people together to do, once the football season starts, for groundwork, aren't you, Andy, for a team of half a dozen or so people working on the ground?
I am. I'm looking at people sort of, you know, pretty soon actually, because we're having our first meeting Saturday, and we're going to make it every Saturday, and then
Right.
probably, you know, a Wednesday afternoon or a Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday afternoon probably not while the pantry's open, and not while I'm still coordinating the pantry, but a Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday mornings is when a lot of the people that do work, who are the you know, directors, you know, and the grounds team can meet up on a Saturday morning, and we still need more volunteers around those as well, because there's quite a lot of work to do from now till when the season starts,
Right, okay.
and we're probably looking at the first friendly in and around the sort of 10th to the 14th of July, where everything needs to be done for, you know.
So what type of things are we talking here? What type of work?
We're talking just literally grabbing hold of a brush, doing a bit of sweeping up, tidying up, a bit of painting, a bit of power washing down, general tidying up, bit of weeding. You know, we have a guy that comes round and does the weeding, and then literally just tidying the place up. We do it every summer, you know. We tidy the place up, but I think particularly this year, because of the works that we're having done within the ground, within the social club, I think there's just an element of, you know, a lot of debris knocking about, a lot of work to be done. With the, you know, with the rain, it's difficult to get it all done. And now I think we've got about 8 weeks now to really make a difference, and sort of, and these volunteers do make a difference, and it will look nice and bright and shiny as a penny.
And this is a type of volunteer role that, I mean, it's not short term necessarily, is it? It's something that people could do on a regular basis, helping to look after, help maintain the club grounds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you like being outdoors, you enjoy painting, you've got any handyman skills or handy woman skills, then yeah, get in touch. So anybody that's watching this that is interested in volunteering with Ashton United in the community or with the Pantry, you can get in contact with me, Lisa Hannibal. You can express an interest via Action Together's website, and I can forward all your information on to Andy, who'll get in contact with you and arrange to meet with you, show you around. If you've got any questions at all, please get in touch, and we'll do our best to answer them. So thank you for joining us today, and answering all my questions. That's been really useful, and hopefully we can find you some new volunteers.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Bye.
Thanks, Lisa.
Bye bye.